In this video, we are ranking the top 10 luxury hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. It's important for you to know that we have stayed at each one of these hotels personally. 100% of the footage that you'll see in today's video is ours. We have paid out of pocket for each one of these hotel stays. The hotels have not compensated us in any way, so there's no pressure to favor one hotel over the other. Our only goal is to give you a list that will help you choose your next luxury stay in Las Vegas. We're starting off our list with a hotel that has luxury touches without the luxury prices. Coming in at number 10 is Vdara. Vdara Las Vegas might not come to your mind when you think about a luxury hotel in Las Vegas, but we thought it was important to include it on the list. It often gets overlooked because it is a non-gaming hotel that is sort of tucked away next to Aria, but you can book a room here as low as $129, and the rooms are very nice. All of the rooms here have little kitchenettes, a dining area, and some even have laundry. This was actually supposed to be condos instead of a hotel when it was first built. The pools at Vdara are not very big, but it is kind of a quieter spot. You do have umbrellas for shade all over the property, and in our experience, the drink service was very attentive. So this is a studio, which is your basic room here at Vdara, and even these have the kitchenette and the little dining areas. These are 582 square feet, so it's a very good size for a starting room in Las Vegas, and a good sized bathroom with your separate shower and bathtub. This is a studio parlor, which is almost exactly the same as the studio, except it has the little divider. And because of your location, you are bound to have great views here. There is no full-service restaurant here. You have the Vice Versa Lounge, which serves small bites, and you also have a market cafe that has cold food like sandwiches and salads. But the cool thing is you are just steps from Cosmopolitan, Bellagio, and Aria. You can get to any one of these within just a few minutes. At the far south end of the Strip, at number 9, is Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay and its connected Hotel W, formerly known as Delano, are often underrated. It's located at the far south end of the Strip, and that makes it undesirable for some people who want to be in the middle of the action. Four Seasons is also part of this property, but we have yet to stay there, so we can't rank it just yet. Similar to Vdara, Mandalay Bay offers you luxury at not so luxury prices. You can get a room here for under $100 a night sometimes. Now the basic room comes in at about 550 square feet. The room you're seeing now is an elite king suite, and it comes in at 683 square feet. These rooms could use a bit of an update, but for the price you're paying, they're really nice. Now, moving along to the W part of the hotel, this was the Delano, and all of these rooms have a living room and a bedroom area. They start off at 725 square feet. They are well appointed in their bathrooms, but they are going to undergo a remodel to meet the W brand. The pools are a big draw to Mandalay Bay. They have a beach pool complete with sand and everything. They have a lazy river, a lot of great pools, but honestly not a lot of shade, so just be prepared. There's a large casino area, and it never really feels that busy in here. Now, if you're looking for restaurants, they have a wide variety here of different price points. However, if you're looking for a food court, they do have one here, but it's way over by the convention space, and it's a long walk to get there. You forget it's even there. For nightlife, they have Rhythm and Riffs, which is a lounge right in the middle of the casino. They play live music, people dancing. You also have the shops at Mandalay Place for more dining. Coming in at number 8, Crockfords offers exclusivity within a larger resort. Crockfords is one of 3 hotels within Resorts World Las Vegas. So the lobby is right off of the Conrad lobby, but you need a key to get in there, have somebody let you in. And you come into this whole giant lobby with your own bar. There's another entrance off of the street here, but there's also a gaming lounge called the Crockfords Lounge. So if you're a high roller, that's probably where you're going to play. The rooms here start at 550 square feet, but you're going to expect to pay $300 or more during the week, and that's just going to go much higher on the weekends. Here you do have your Nespresso machine, that is all included. The room itself just feels light and airy. Some unique things that they have in this room is there's a massage gun on the end table over there. And when you come into the bathroom, the mirror that's used for makeup is actually also a Bluetooth speaker. Resorts World has some pretty amazing pools. There are several of them spread over a large deck area. You will have one pool that is dedicated to the Crockfords guests, but you can use all the other pools. They just can't come into your pool section. Resorts World has probably one of my favorite casino layouts, just in that all the casino area is just in one big giant rectangle. It's not hard to find your place around, and throughout you're going to find a lot of different bars, restaurants. There's a nice food hall here that has really good food. Resorts World does have a nightclub and a day club, and it's the only stop for the Vegas Loop on the Strip. This next hotel is in City Center and has slipped a little in our rankings. Up at number 7 is Aria. Aria Las Vegas overall is an amazing property, and it definitely deserves to be on our list for top luxury hotels. But it slipped for one reason and one reason alone, and that is the rooms. Aria opened in 2009, and the standard rooms have not been touched. They did remodel the Sky Suite, so if you're staying in a Sky Suite, you are fine. But if you're looking to book one of these rooms, they have not been remodeled and are starting to show a lot of wear and tear. You can get a room here for as low as $150 during the week, and the rooms are about 520 square feet. Aria has 5 pools in total. So they have the 3 main pools. They have the Liquid Pool Lounge, which is your day club with a DJ, adults only, and the Sky Pool, which is for guests who are staying in the Sky Suites. Overall, I like Aria's casino, although I seem to get disoriented and not be able to find my way around very easily just because of the way that it's laid out. If you're looking for something to do at night, you have Alibi, which is your lounge, but you also have Jewel Nightclub. So if you are looking to hit the club, you can come right here to Jewel. Now the restaurants here to me are one of the highlights of Aria. They have such a great selection of restaurants at all these different price points. I think it's hard to beat the selection at Aria. We are back at City Center with another non-gaming hotel. Coming in at number 6 is Waldorf Astoria. A lot of people forget about Waldorf Astoria because it doesn't have a casino. It's really interesting because the Waldorf Astoria, the hotel part only goes up to a certain floor, and then above that, it's all condos, privately owned condos that go for over $1 million a piece. Well, rooms here start at 500 square feet, and you will be hard-pressed to find anything for under about $350 for a night here, even during the week. So far, this is the only hotel in Las Vegas that I have found that has a butler's box like you saw there with the champagne, and it is the only hotel that I've encountered that provided bath salts for the bath. What a concept. This room has an espresso maker with the little pods, but it also has a kettle for tea, which I think is really unique and something I have not seen in Las Vegas. Now the pool area is pretty darn small, but there weren't anybody using it while we were there, and we were there during a hot time of the year, so it was a little surprising to see how underused this pool area was. Here's a cool luxury feature. If you're staying at Waldorf Astoria, you can take car service up and down the strip for free in this BMW 700 series. There is only one restaurant on site, and that is Zen Kitchen. It is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We only ate breakfast here, but I will say that the food here was so fresh. You are really getting that farm to table food here. If you are feeling like you are missing out because there's not a whole lot of restaurants or bars at the hotel itself, you are right next to the Crystal Shops, and this has a wide variety of nice high-end restaurants and shops for you to choose from. This next hotel is our personal favorite hotel and is probably the funnest of all the hotels on the list. Coming in at number 5 is Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan Las Vegas is not your typical luxury resort. It is not classic luxury by any stretch. It is modern and very quirky. I think that's what we really like about this hotel. It's fun and vibrant. The rooms here are gorgeous. The basic room, the city room, starts at 460 square feet, but they have such a variety of rooms that we've always been able to get a terrace studio or higher, and those start at 730 square feet. Do not expect to pay less than $200 a night during the week, and weekend nights will often cost $300 to $400. The views that you can get at this property are incredible. If you can get a fountain view and just sit out on your terrace, that just makes for a wonderful day or evening, especially if you go to Secret Pizza, get a slice, and then come bring it back to your room late at night. That is just a great time. When you walk into Cosmopolitan, you cannot miss the chandelier bar. It's right in the middle of the casino and is spread over 3 levels. Now you can come in here and get yourself a drink, or it's fun just to even go and look at the chandeliers themselves. Now this is some of the artwork that you're going to find around the property. A lot of quirky things in here, and again, it's just one of the things that we like about Cosmopolitan is walking around and finding all the little funky and quirky things that this hotel has on display. The design of the casino is really flashy and over the top. You have sparkles in the floor, glass chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. It really does feel like they went over the top to make it look extra fancy. But the place is always so much fun. People are in here having a great time, all dressed up. Now, there are actually 4 speakeasies in Cosmopolitan. This is one of them inside of the barber shop. You go into the janitor closet and you come into the speakeasy. And there are famous artists that come and play here sometimes on the weekends. There are 2 main pool areas here at Cosmopolitan. You have the Chelsea pool, which is attached to the Chelsea Tower, and you have the Boulevard pool, which is attached to the Boulevard Tower. But they also have the Marquee Day Club and Nightclub. So the Day Club is over here by the pool. This place can get super rowdy and busy. It's where all the young people come and hang out. And then they have the nightclub during the evening. You're in a great location at Cosmopolitan, being right across the street from Planet Hollywood, where you can go to the Miracle Mile shops and get some cheap eats. And you're also right next door to Bellagio, where you can see the fountains that go to the conservatory. They have some great dining experiences here at Cosmopolitan. In the food hall here, they have some good options that are a little cheaper than some of the others. They also have the Henry, which is known for being open super late into the morning hours, and you can come get your late night diner food, or you can come here for breakfast or for lunch. Momofuku has your Japanese food, but they have such a great amount of food choices for you here. And here's some more quirky fun things. This is at Super Frico, and yes, you can have characters come out with you. This is a ski lodge, and it's one of those speakeasies that I talked about earlier. This next hotel is classic luxury, smack dab in the middle of the strip. Coming in at number 4 is Bellagio. Bellagio is a timeless hotel, and it's probably one of the first places people think about when they imagine a Las Vegas hotel. This hotel is over 25 years old now, but they have done an amazing job in maintaining all of the public spaces. And because it's classic luxury, it doesn't really go out of style. They also recently renovated their rooms, which has elevated the guest experience. This is a starting room. It is a premier king room and is 510 square feet. Now, you are not likely to find a room during the week for under $200 here, and on the weekends, you're going to pay about $400 a night. I love walking around the pool area at Bellagio. There are several pools here, and you really kind of do feel like you are in Italy, somewhere in the countryside. They have done such a great job in maintaining all the pool areas and the landscaping around it. It does feel like an elevated experience here at the pool. Of course, Bellagio is well known for the conservatory that they change out 5 times a year. And of course, you can't come to Las Vegas without experiencing a Bellagio fountain show right off of the strip facing Bellagio. It's fantastic. The casino area here is large, but the only drawback to this casino is that it is always so busy. It's rare that you're going to find a quiet time in the Bellagio casino. There is a Cirque du Soleil show at Bellagio called O that is based in the water. Now, Bellagio is only one of 2 locations on this list that actually has a buffet that is still operating. But there are a number of other restaurants here for you to choose from. They're all going to be either mid-priced or high-end restaurants here at Bellagio, so don't expect to find cheap eats here. One of the more unique things that you can experience here, though, is that there are several restaurants that overlook the Bellagio fountain and have a little terrace outside, so you can go eat outside overlooking the fountain show. As you're walking around the property, you're going to find several beautiful lounges for you to sit in and just have a drink. I'd like to just go in there, listen to a piano being played, and just have a nice cocktail. But if you want a nightlife experience, Bruno Mars has a place called Pinky Ring here now. This next property is massive and has so much to offer. Coming in at number 3 are sister properties Venetian and Palazzo. The Venetian and Palazzo Resort is beautiful, with details that are hard to find in many hotels. Now, of course, it's going to have great architecture, but some of the fun details in this property include Venice canals. You can actually take a gondola ride through the canals, both indoors and outdoors. And if that is not enough for you, well, just walk around the property and look up. The ceilings in some areas are painted, and it makes you question whether you're actually in Las Vegas or somewhere in Italy. Now, there are over 7,000 rooms in the combined Palazzo and Venetian property, and that makes this the second largest hotel in the world. So one of the things here is that all of the rooms are suites. On the Venetian side, these rooms were just remodeled and they start at 650 square feet. Weekday prices are about $200 to $300, and on the weekends, you can spend upwards of $500 most nights. There are 4 pools at the Venetian with seating all around. And if you're looking for something a little bit more exclusive, you can rent a cabana. And some of the cabanas actually have their own little plunge pools. But if you want some more privacy, up on the 10th floor, there is the garden pool. And the garden pool gives you a little bit more privacy, kind of smaller pools spread throughout. The casino area feels fancy, but it's still very inviting. It can get really busy in here, especially late at night, but I don't feel like it's too overwhelming. It's just the right amount of people to bring a certain amount of energy. As you can see, the casino is massive, but I feel like they do a good job with wayfinding signs so you don't get lost. The suites at Palazzo start at 720 square feet, so they are a little bit larger than the ones at Venetian. And they have similar pricing, about $200 to $300 weekday nights and about $500 on weekend nights. The Palazzo has 7 pools in total. 3 of them are pretty large, and then the other 4 are smaller and sort of scattered around a very large pool deck area. I personally like the pool deck better at Palazzo, but the cool thing is if you're staying at Venetian or Palazzo, you can go back and forth between the 2 properties. Venetian and Palazzo both have amazing restaurants, including a Grand Lux Cafe that is at each of the properties. Not only do they have great restaurants inside of the hotels, there is a large mall that connects the two hotels called the Grand Canal Shops. And in here, you're going to find even more dining. You're going to find entertainment in here. There's lots of shopping. This, I think, sets this hotel apart from many others on the Las Vegas Strip because this mall just makes this a very self-contained property. It has so much to offer inside of the mall and along with the hotel restaurants that you are seeing now. Looking at the casino on the Palazzo side, it is a lot smaller than the Venetian side, and you don't have the artwork that you find on the Venetian side, but I love the layout. This hotel opened up just over a year ago, and it impressed us all the way to the #2 spot. This is Fontainebleau. We were lucky enough to stay at Fontainebleau a few times during its first year, and we were never disappointed. There is something about this hotel, it just has a wow factor, and you will find some fun and quirky things in here that sort of balance out the clean and white theme going on. Now the rooms here are some of my favorite in Las Vegas. The base room, the blue room, comes in at just under 500 square feet. You can find rooms here during the weekdays for under $200 on some nights, but on the weekends they are going to go up to about $300 or $400 a night. Everything in these rooms are brand new, pristine. They have the best bathrobes of all hotels that I've ever stayed at. They are so plush, and they provide high quality appliances. Their steamers and their blow dryers were top notch. We fell in love with the pool area at Fontainebleau. There's just something about the aesthetic with the blue and white umbrellas and the yellow towels laying on top that brought a certain mid-century vibe to it. I love that they have so many umbrellas all throughout the pool area, so you can get shade almost anywhere that you sit. There was plenty of seating every time we were here. We never had a problem getting chairs, even on busy days. For those of you who like to party, they do have the Live Beach Club. The casino is spread out over a very large area, and the one thing I really like about this casino is that the machines and the tables aren't smushed together, so there is plenty of space between everything, so you feel like you can get around really easily. There are a lot of higher end restaurants here at Fontainebleau, but what I do like is that they also have a food hall up on the promenade level. You can get things like burgers and tacos and pizza. We've come here before even when we are not staying here and gotten tacos or Miami Slice. I highly recommend you try Miami Slice. It's a good slice of pizza. Fontainebleau is located at the very north end of the strip. It's pretty far from the action and it's not really walkable to a lot of places, so it might deter some people from staying here. You're going to see a lot of fresh flowers throughout the property, and sometimes you'll see workers going and replacing some of them. There are several bars on the property, like this blue bar that is right off of the lobby. But then you have several others that are fancy. I feel like I need to get a fancy cocktail if I come to one of these. And you also have the tavern, which is a sports bar. So if you just want to grab a beer and watch the game. We made it to the top of our list, and this next hotel is often imitated, never duplicated. Our #1 hotel is Circus Circus. Gotcha. Now, when you walk into this hotel, you would immediately know how special it is. But coming in at #1 is Wynn Encore Las Vegas. Wynn is just one of those properties that you walk around and it just screams luxury everywhere you go. Every little detail about this hotel is just fancy and luxurious. Starting off with the rooms at Wynn. They come in starting at 640 square feet, and you will expect to pay $300 to $400 on the weekdays and $400 to $600 on weekends. Now these rooms are very well appointed. You do have a device with Alexa in here that controls everything from your drapes to your music, your lighting. We recently remodeled these rooms, and so everything in here is essentially brand new. They used a lot of earthy colors and wood accents throughout the rooms. Over to the Encore side, the rooms here start at 745 square feet, and they are similarly priced to the Wynn. However, there are a lot of nights where you can get the Encore for cheaper than the Wynn. Now, these rooms have a different aesthetic to the Wynn rooms in that they have more pops of color in here. In reality, you can't go wrong with either one of these hotel towers. It's just a matter of preference. Pools at Wynn and Encore are just spectacular. I love all the pops of color with the cabanas. You see the covers over them, and I really love that they have padded chairs. It's not very common for you to have padded lounge chairs throughout the property. It's usually only in certain areas. Now, the Encore does have a pool as well, but Encore also has the Encore Beach Club, which is very popular with the younger crowd. Something very unique in Las Vegas is having a golf course right behind your hotel. This is the Wynn golf course, and you have a view of the Sphere while you're playing a round of golf. Absolutely love walking around the casino area at Wynn. It's an experience in itself, just seeing the ceilings, the floor, some of the little tiles that are on the floor just make it very special. If you walk through the casinos at both Wynn and Encore, you'll notice how much larger the casino at Wynn is as opposed to Encore. Encore has a very small casino area, so it's just a matter of preference and where you want to be. Wynn and Encore does have a show called Awakening here at the Encore Theater. They also have the Lake of Dreams show that is free. You can walk out into the terrace and just watch it for free, or you can have dinner at one of a couple restaurants and there's a bar out there, or you can come to the Parasol Bar. I just love seeing these umbrellas, and these are the kinds of things that just make this hotel feel so special. Hit it big in the casino. Well, you can do shopping and these Esplanade shops, very high-end retailers here. I just love walking around here though, just to check out the displays. Some of them are changed out seasonally, and of course you can come and have a great meal at Wynn or Encore. They have some of the best restaurants here. They are mostly going to be very high-end restaurants, however, so do not expect to even get a lot of mid-range priced restaurants here. They are pretty expensive. Wynn does have a buffet. It is expensive itself, about $80 per person, but it is one of those must-try buffets if you like buffets in Las Vegas. Now, what did you think of our list? How would you have ranked these hotels? Let us know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.